Hey, what's up guys? If you're in the market for a mountain bike or motorcycle bike rack system to fit either in the back of a truck, trailer, or a van, check out today's review of the bolted on system, one we've really liked, and we'll tell you why. So installed here, we have the bolted on rack system. These are made in the USA, powder coated and really customizable depending on what you're looking to haul or move around. Now what's really cool is you don't have to drill holes to get this system in. Of course, if you have L-track, you've already drilled holes, but they do also have a D-ring offset bracket. So if you've got factory D-rings that are mounted to the floor of trailer, van, truck, you can run those brackets off the D-ring holes that are already there. Just pull that bolt out and put those in. And then the little extension hooks that are threaded through that crossbar will pull down against it. And those stands on the outer end are kind of going to serve as your bottom out resting point. Everything is spring loaded on the kind of side triangle support pieces, so you can just pop those out, adjust them in or out as you need. There are several widths of crossbar available, so depending on the width of your vehicle, how many bikes or motorcycles you want to move, you can get something that works for you. Now, the platform is in, the crossbar is there. How you mount the bikes is really up to you. Bolted On have a number of different options, and we've received a few of them. In the van right now holding these two bikes is their Pro Gen 2 bike and moto carrier. We'll get into that here in just a moment, but they have everything from just very simple wheel chocks like this. This is actually an offset angled wheel chock, so you know, I'm also planning on moving several motos inside. So if you've got an offset one, you can basically put 3 motos in here. You can turn the outer ones to the side, which this will allow you to do. You've got little tie down hooks or rings as well welded on here. And then you can really stack in bikes pretty tight and maximize space. Now the Pro wheel chock, they've got a Gen 1 and a Gen 2. This here is the Gen 2, so it kind of features some of their updates, but as you can see, it's got adjustable tracks for different wheel sizes. From there, pretty heavy duty material, solid welding, great powder coating. Along with adjusting up and down for wheel, you've got movement this way so that you can get it over the tire when you roll the bike in, and a pretty quick and easy to use Velcro strap for a little added security to keep that bike from wobbling. Now this here is the extended version. Just like the angled wheel chocks, some are sitting much closer and some are extended. And what that allows the user to do is put bikes closer together because they're not all at the same plane. They're sitting off, so you can kind of go forwards, backwards, or extended and flush, and that lets you just put more bikes in a tighter space. Right now, these are retailing, they're on sale for $159 a piece. They're normally, I think, at $170, and the other kind of simple wheel chocks are starting out around $59.99 and kind of go up to like $90 for the offset or the angled ones. So some of the things that I really like about this system is how quick it comes in and out. Everything's got these big giant hand knobs, from securing it and putting it into the vehicle to moving the position of each one of these wheel chocks. Depending on how many bikes we have, right? Whether it's just 2 in the van and I want to have a lot of space for gear bags, coolers, etc., or if I'm trying to load up, you know, 6 bikes in here, I can use the offsets, slide things really close. That is completely drilled out. So I can just slide these out and insert this little kind of secured stud through the holes and slide that anywhere along that crossbar and give me the optimal position and spacing I need for the bikes. One of the other things that I really like about this is how open and clear the flooring is. You know, with some of the other systems, and we recently reviewed a really cool hover rack system from Freedom Coast, which are rad. The downside is, which I didn't really realize until switching over to this system, is how much floor space they eat up. So if I don't have bikes in there just like walking around, right? If I go to the grocery store or Home Depot or I'm camping, all that stuff is just there and in the way and can create a tripping hazard or stub your toe or whatever. Whereas with this system being way up front and out of the way, all this back here is smooth and open, and that's something that's really neat. Holding the bikes, it does a pretty good job of it, whether you've got them in backwards or forwards. I would say that running them forward will give you a little bit more of a stable platform. Obviously the front wheel won't move or wobble quite as much, but they do also make separate tie-down attachments. So if you really want to, secure the bikes, if you're riding moto, you got to have them. But if you ride or drive down a lot of bumpy roads, those might be worth investing in, because then you could just put a little bit of tension on the bike so they're not wanting to wobble or move around on you. So other than that, moving into the pricing of things, the kits start out around $215 and can go up. I believe our setup with 5 total wheel chocks retailed for like around $1149. Bike racks are just expensive these days. That's the way it is. This is made in the USA and has really nice powder coating, some strong welds, nice hardware, and it's really easy to take in and out. So, I think there's a couple of factors there that can sort of justify the expense. I like that it'll hold motorcycles and mountain bikes. I like that I can move the position of the wheel chocks very easily and adapt the placement to that particular trip or the number of bikes or the type of trip I'm going on. So overall, I think it's a really solid product. I like it. I like the space it opens up here on the floor. I like how fast it comes in and out, and it does a good job of holding the bike. So overall, I'd say this is a really solid product. Thumbs up. Again, we've moved a lot of mountain bikes. One of my best friends has had it for 2 years in his van and moves dirt bikes every single weekend, and he swears by it. So solid job from Bolted On. Thanks very much for sending this out to us. If you have any questions, leave them down below. Otherwise, reach out to Scott over at Bolted On. He's been really helpful and will answer any of your questions. He is a very passionate moto and mountain bike rider. So thank you guys for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you out on the trails.